So I know you are a huge San Francisco fan. We
Uh-huh.
talk about it often.
Yep.
What the hell happened? The
I don't
Rams
have an answer to
beat
that except
San
the defense.
Francisco.
I don't have an answer except the defense collapsed, which is
Yeah.
something I rarely see in the final 7 minutes of a ball game. But
Mhm.
as I told everyone, including my wife who witnessed it with me, I'd rather go through the struggles now with the
Okay.
new defensive coordinator and people like that in place than to go through it in December with a playoff spot on the line like we were somewhat doing in 2021, even though we got a hot streak. It depended on the final week of the season against the Rams, oddly enough, for us to get into the playoffs. So I'd rather take the struggles now in September than to be going through it in December and possibly January.
Are you worried at all though? I mean, a lot of injuries.
Look, this is 2020 all over again, but it'll have a different result because we're getting some reinforcements back earlier than what we went through in 2020. Because in 2020 we were just beat up,
Mhm.
and we were beaten up coming into the season because remember Christian McCaffrey wound up going on IR, and
Right.
then we lose Debo Samuel, who and
Just got
the
a
other
huge
thing about the other thing about the 49ers, I've never seen a 49ers team drop 6 passes.
Mhm.
I've never seen that before. But Samuel out, Kittle out, McCaffrey out. They're trying to get Jordan Mason into the passing game, which is the versatility that McCaffrey brings. So they're trying to figure all that out as we go along. But I'll take the struggles now with a 1-2 record and a chance for us to get right against the Patriots before our gauntlet begins than to deal with the gauntlet now, get through that, and then have a couple teams sneak up on us while we're still considerably beaten up in December.
Well, and speaking of gauntlet, how bad are the Browns?
Oh my lord.
I mean, I wanted. I mean, Deshaun
Oh
Watson.
my gosh.
Shall
You
we
know
discuss?
what?
I mean, is he washed up? What? I mean,
Deshaun Watson is done.
yeah,
Finished.
two hundred and
Finito.
$30 million contract in league
Right
history.
down the tubes.
Yes, like fully guaranteed. Worst contract in LA in NFL history for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, and he's got 2 more seasons guaranteed.
What what the hell were the Browns
Did you
thinking in
watch that?
making
Yeah. Did
listen,
you watch? Did
I
you,
I saw them lose to the New York Football Giants
exactly. They did.
with Deshaun Watson in tow and
Mhm.
Deshaun Watson as their starter.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking they paid this man 200 over $200 million for what?
Yep. To watch him to botch that snap with 4 minutes
Oh
remaining,
my gosh.
yeah. He
That
just
was
he
a ball
just
game.
he just should have thrown it to Atkins. He had that easy first down, you know.
Ball
Honestly,
game.
if
Ball
they lose,
game.
yeah, if they lose to the Raiders, just bench him. Like
Mhm.
Jameis Winston's ready. Like, let's go. Right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Um,
I never thought Deshaun Watson would bottom out this bad.
yeah.
I was wrong.
And early, I mean, what we're in the third week, going on the fourth. Like
Yep.
he already should be benched.
He should be benched already.
Last year, I was like Staley, bench Staley. this season, I'm saying bench Deshaun Watson. I'm saying it
Yes.
right there, folks. Next
Yes.
week. On the complete opposite side of horrible of the Browns, the Steelers. Can we discuss them? They're fire. Like their defense is so good.
I have 4 words about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is my hot take of the week. Don't believe the hype.
Really?
Look, talk to me in week 15 or 16.
Okay, I will. I will.
Okay.
I will. I will
I
make you that
put a
bet.
pin in. If I'm wrong, I will sit in front of this microphone and say that I'm wrong. Every team gets a new toy. Okay. Every team gets a new player and they ball out for a few weeks. And then you put them in a gauntlet and push the plunger, and bingo. This week, Justin Fields will, I don't know. I don't trust Justin Fields against the Colts. I
Okay.
don't.
I trust the defense against the Colts.
I trust the defense, but I will also warn of this. Indy's going to figure it out. And this is the week they're going to figure it out. I mean, the two things I don't like about Anthony Richardson, his footwork is not solid, number one. And number two, he wants to continue to make hero plays when he should be making the simple plays.
I agree with that. Yep.
A lot of that.
He loves the bombs down the field. And those
he loves throwing the bombs
very easily.
He loves throwing the bombs to Alec Pierce. And now they get Josh Downs back in tow, which is huge for them because he's one of their speed burners. But make the basic plays. I think he figures it out this week.
Well, do you think the Cowboys figure it out this week? Do you think they can bounce back? They're 1-2.
In 2 words? Good. Hell no.
I like those words. They usually tank in the playoffs, not now.
Look,
I have to be proud because I'm an Eagles fan, right?
Listen, you and I share a common denominator. I don't like the Cowboys.
Yes.
You may as well roll the tanks in now, especially after they paid Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Figure that puzzle out.
Do you think that is the factor here?
Yep.
Do you? Okay.
I have two factors. Dak Prescott is your quarterback, and where's the running game?
Exactly. That's what I'm blaming. Yeah.
Where's the running game?
Yeah.
I mean,
and the defense can't stop.
There's nothing there to run the football. I mean, you're going to depend on a retread Ezekiel Elliott to get you 100 yards a game? Forget it.
Well, and the defense isn't doing so hot either. They're ranking 28th in total defense at 372.7 yards per game. And they're last in run defense. They're giving up 185.7 yards per game.
There's your problem.
Yeah.
They can't run the ball offensively, and they can't stop the run defensively.
Yeah. Why do you think? Why do you think they're just playing? I mean, obviously they're playing because they're playing bad because they are, but I think that they didn't make in the off season. They just didn't make the big enough changes. You know what I mean? They didn't chase the big names and so forth, and they didn't bring anybody.
Chasing the big names. They didn't chase the correct names.
There we go.
They didn't chase their needs. They needed run stoppers. Because at the tail end of last year and on into the wild card game against Green Bay, they got drilled up the middle. And there's nothing there. And week 6, they face Detroit. They go to Detroit. Then they lick their wounds on an off week on week 7. And then week 8, they got to go to Santa Clara.
Yep.
And by that time, McCaffrey will be back and healthy. Oops.
Cannot wait for that.
Me neither.
Another thing I couldn't wait for this week, Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams, the rookies this season, finally found the end zone.
I'm so happy. They did. Yeah. I still have a little bit of pause about Caleb Williams because there's 5 mannequins in front of him that act as turnstiles. But the offensive line for Washington protected the heck out of Jaden Daniels, and you're able to see what that rookie is able to do, especially pairing with Terry McLaurin and that receiving core, getting the running backs out of the backfield. Cincinnati got shelled by a complete offense. There's the problem for Cincinnati. And the big thing for Washington, this is just one win for them. This is just 2 wins for them. Imagine what'll happen down the line when Washington really gets their offense together, and they'll be one of the 5 best in the NFC, I predict.
I agree with that too.
Everybody gets together.
I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with now. I finally saw what Jaden Daniels can do. I've always been a huge Terry McLaurin fan, Scary Terry. I've been a Commander fan. Shh, don't tell any Eagles fans. I've been a Commander fan for a couple years now, and Dotson, Brian Robinson Jr., I love them. So, but I was excited to see Jaden Daniels get in that. And I like Caleb too. We've had this conversation before, so we were kind of both iffy about him. We thought maybe
still a few things for Caleb to get together, but the Bears must solve an offensive line. That is what is going to kill Caleb Daniels.
Yep.
Caleb Williams, I beg your pardon.
Caleb Williams, yeah. Well, Brian, thank you so much for coming on. Where can our audience find you? You're on the radio all the time. Like, this man does not stop. I have to be honest. He's just nonstop.
Oh man, it's crazy with me, but youtube.com/@snowman multimedia and youtube.com/@SIT morning. That's where you can find my network and you can find my morning show. I'm on 5 days a week, 8 a.m. Eastern, a replay at 11 a.m. Eastern. Come and join us and check us out.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian, so much. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Please.
Absolutely, you will. Absolutely, you will.
Awesome. See you soon. All right, guys. Excuse me. My next guest is a Super Bowl champ of NFL family members, NFL wife, sister-in-law, and NFL mom. She's a client of HGTV's Shay Holland, and we're both here to talk football and design. Everybody.